Hey everybody, it's Julie from Mystical Moonchild. How are you? I hope you're happy and well. And we're doing today's tarot card. And this is a bit exciting because it's always exciting to see what it is we need to know for the day. And the first one to flip out is like, really? Not the best one to start with, but then again, it could be worse. Okay, now in my angel messages, I just showed you how to pick yourself up during the day, okay, energetically. I may need to go through this again in case you don't watch my angel ones. Rubbing your hands together. This is something I learnt in Reiki, you know, back in the 1990s, before I became a master. When you rub your hands, you can feel the heat, you can pull your hands apart, you can feel where that energy extends, okay? So as we've got this, we want you to place your hands like from your bottom rib up on your back, where your kidneys and your adrenal glands sit like little hats just above. Opening up that chest, because all day we're like this, so you know, pick it up, okay? Open it up so you can breathe deeper. And just feel that heat going in. So you can sit there and close your eyes, feeling the heat pump into your adrenal glands. Your feet are connected on the ground, okay? So you're grounded, you're connecting, you're aligning. You're pumping in some energy on a fatigued adrenal gland. And you can sit with that for as long as you have time for. But even a couple of minutes during the day or longer, you know, will help you get through. It's you saying to your body, I love you, I respect you, and I'll do what I can to nourish you. Okay? Nourish you energetically. Because you go and, okay, I acknowledge that I'm really exhausted and my posture's all out of whack. And I am really tired, but I'm still going to keep pushing through everything because, you know, you got things that you got to do. And this is like just taking that break and just giving yourself that breath to breathe deeper, get that oxygen in the lungs, take the pressure on that hunched spine from moving forward, back. It's like, you can imagine it like out of each hand, putting petrol or diesel into your tanks, because you've got tank on each side on those adrenal glands. You could look at it like that. You know, so you're pumping it in, filling it up, feeling more energetic. And, you know, when, you know, even, as I said, even if it's a couple of minutes, there's a couple of minutes of love you're sending yourself, okay? And then you take that off, brush off, cut the energy cords, and you can go back doing what you're doing. Or you can do the same thing and place it on your eyes if you've got really tired eyes from sitting there looking at the screen, okay? This is really important tool for you to have, because look at you, you're exhausted. And yet you're still going, but like for how much longer? We always learn you can only stretch a rubber band so far, and then sooner or later that rubber band is just going to break. That's not where you want to go, people. We've got to nourish the nervous system. The nervous system is what gives us all our answers, okay? So you've got to calm it down. Acknowledge it for what it does in your life. But that's a simple start, because if you're not going to listen and slow down and stop, at least you can sort of fill yourself back up, right? Okay, next card. The Magician. And the High Priestess. Wow, we're on a roll here. Okay. Well, we've spoke about this card and exhaustion. The Magician. There is nothing you cannot do to help yourself in some way, and on many levels. What you have to do is set boundaries, make choices, stick to those choices, you know, if that's what resonates with you, because sometimes you might make a choice and you'll think, oh, that wasn't the right one. Well, then get back on track and let that one go, or make mistakes, or take a left turn instead of a right turn, whatever it is. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. The thing is, you're listening, you're aware of where you are, you're aware of situations and circumstances that are around you which is not in your highest good. That's okay. You're sitting there being true to you, okay? So this is saying it's like you're the creator. You can manifest, you can create your life that you want and how good you want it, or you can stay the same and just keep going through the motions like you are now. Or maybe you got a good life and you're happy where everything is, and that's fine too, and you don't want to change anything because you feel complete. You know, everybody's at a different space, a different time, and you know, nothing is the same. Things do change and evolve. So it's just sitting where it resonates with you. And being the High Priestess, male or female, it means you see through the illusions of things. You're much wiser than what you may even think you are. And if you start tuning into you, your temple, how it works, what it likes, what it doesn't like, what's out there it likes, what out there it doesn't like, you know, you're learning a lot about you. And then you're setting boundaries about things that you don't like and things that you want to move forward on. You too can sit in that space and teach people that are unaware. Okay? Because we all know people. And, you know, there's a lot of people out there that, you know, you probably can't have this talk with. But that doesn't mean they're not on the same path. A lot of times they're so scared about coming forward, you know, for the fear of judgment and persecution, that they just do their own thing, you know, behind closed doors. But, you know, if you mention something, that will soon set you right, okay? And they'll probably be very, very grateful that you said something because they finally found somebody they can talk to, okay? Because in the real world, we're all counsellors. Okay, some have degrees, that's fine. That's you know, you've got a certain platform protocol for those people with those certifications. Other times, you just have life experience. And I shouldn't say just life experiences, because life experiences mean, well, to me, there's more information you can get out of that than following a textbook script. But there is a place for both, so I'm not saying no. But we all know people that need a little bit extra, okay? And they're not forthcoming, they're quieter. The people that go unnoticed and just keep going. Okay, so we've probably all got something that, you know, you can say to somebody, or give them a tip, you know, to help them make decisions, or whatever it is. Or they could come and watch this channel. Doesn't matter. But give people the right advice if you have a tool or something that you've been through that you can, you know, somebody else is going through. Because this is what you'll find. You'll find people that are going through stuff that you're going through or you have been through. Okay? Even in readings, tarot readings, it's the same. You attract, you know, and people like to hear these stories and like to know how you get through things and like to know, like, you know, a lot more in those situations, which I won't divulge here. But it's like, they will go, okay. And then, you know, people go, oh, you've gone through this, you know, like, okay, you know, because a lot of people will still feel, I don't know if shameful is the right word. It shouldn't be shameful. Like, sometimes you just stay in things that you shouldn't, okay? But that, to me, that's more of a timing thing. When the timing's correct, it'll be different. You know, or in situations, or for the lack of security if they're to go, you know, like, you know, if you leave your job, you can't exactly do that and have no money coming in, right? You know, like, the world out there is real, but what you're going through is real too. So it's like, okay, if you can find somebody that you can talk things out with, it helps, because then they know they're just, you know, not over imagining, they're not losing the plot. Because sometimes they just feel like, you know, You can go backwards and spiral, because people do. But the thing is, they haven't found the right person to help pick them up and lift them out of there. That. And the appropriate channels that sometimes you should be going through, they're no help at all. So there's more as this collective, okay? Because collective is about like-minded people. So I'll leave that tarot reading, but basically, we love you. Don't do this to yourself, okay? And we've all been there, and there's times where we still do it, but we know no. Because you're the ruler of your destiny. Create what you want. Why sit in this when you can have this? Like, really, come on, let's do something. And you're wise. Even, you know, if you're more of an old soul, or you have ancestral stuff coming through, and you can speak of things that you haven't been through, but you feel it in your body, you know. Remember, ancestry comes through DNA. Like, there's lots of ways you tune in and learn things, okay? And then there's life experiences, which, you know, I think help the most with people in situations, okay? So there's your tarot reading. You're wise. Create the life you want. Let go of this. Just feel, you know, throw your petrol or diesel in. Or your white light should really be. But for people that understand cars, I'll just use the petrol thing, because your car's not going to go anywhere when it runs out of petrol or diesel, is it? Well, your body's not going to go anywhere when your battery's flat, because there's nothing left. Okay, so look after you, number one people. Okay, bye for now.